Welcome to your Tee Time Tip. I'm Terry Miscolci, Director of Instruction for Brown Golf here in Bluffton, South Carolina. Today's tip, we're going to be covering the fairway bunker, fairway sand trap. Those bunkers that are to the side of the fairway, they're long, they're sometimes deep, but we're going to help you understand how to get out of them and get ready for your next birdie. Let's go to the bunker and let's see how we do it. Okay, we're standing in a fairway bunker and getting ready to hear a fairway shot, or actually a bunker shot, onto the fairway. And what I have is I've created two different shots. One with a shot that isn't too bad. It has a decent lie in the bunker. The other one is a most aggravating shot. One where our fellow golfers didn't take care of where they were. So where's my ball? In a footprint. And I'll show you how to get out of that if you ever experience that on the golf course. So the first shot is, here's the bunker shot, ball set up, it's in the bunker, it has a pretty good lie to it, and I have a distance and I don't have to worry too much because the edges of the bunker are probably about, in this case here, about 20 yards in front of me. So I can use a golf club that I would normally use off the fairway. So in this case here, I'm about a 6-iron distance away. I kind of walk out, I take a look, see where the flag is, kind of get an idea in the background that the tree is where I'm going to be aiming at, and I walk in, and like a normal fairway shot, I walk in, I step back, I take a look at my line where I want to travel, I set up my target line, I aim the face of the golf club, I get myself set. Now this is one of the few times I will actually take and just move my feet a little bit in the sand, just a little bit, to kind of get a footing, because it's a much longer golf swing compared to what I would experience on a greenside bunker. From here I set up exactly the way I would set up on a normal golf shot. The ball position is the same as it would be on the fairway. The width of my stance is the same as it were on the fairway, and my setup, my posture, my balance is all the same as though it were on the fairway. Now the key is, of course, you have to start with the club above the sand. You cannot touch the sand, because once you touch the sand, that's a shot. Touch the sand again, that's a shot. So we want to be careful that the club hover above the sand. We get ourselves set, we take a look. Whoops, I got to check myself, almost aimed it offline there. All right, I get myself ready. Now the important thing here is when I start to swing, as I move, I have to make sure I don't make any changes in the body, because once I make the change, this becomes even a more challenging shot, because if I catch the sand first, that ball isn't going very far. So like a fairway shot, the ball is going to be contacted first, and that's why I have my ball position exactly where it was on the fairway. So I get myself set, take a look, and now I make my golf swing. And that should carry me onto the green, getting ready for that birdie putt. Now the next shot. One of the most aggravating things is when I get in and I find the ball in someone's footprint that they didn't take care, and that's the etiquette part of golf. If you walk into the bunker, please rake your feet, rake your stance, rake the bunker once you walk out. Don't leave it unkept. It was kept at the beginning, and then now I have to face this shot because I can't move it, because my buddies won't let me move it. So when it comes to this shot, I cannot get this, in this case, the 6-iron on the shot. So what I do is I have a pitching wedge or 9-iron. And remember, as we talked in one of our tips, anytime the ball sits below the surface, it's important to understand how to position yourself. So once I get in where the ball sits below the surface, I get myself set, just like a regular golf shot off the fairway again. And because the ball sits below the surface, I set myself up and I begin to lean. Now I have to stay in this position. It's important that I stay there, because that encourages a swing that goes more up and then down. All right, so I picked the golf club. The only thing I can do, I'm a 6-iron distance away, but unfortunately I can't get there, so I position myself for my next shot. So in this case, I'll take a pitching wedge out and it should put me somewhere inside the 100-yard range. All right, we'll get ourselves set. I lean, and now I make my swing. So again, that gets me in a position to hit my next shot so I can come out with a par. That's our tee time tip for today. See you next week.